So today we're going to be talking about why you should take every opportunity now. Coming up next. Hi everybody, my name is Dee Burks and this is Retirement Rescue, where we talk about how to make money, save money, and create a great retirement. Well, one of the things that I really have been wanting to talk to you all about is why you should take opportunities now and how to make those opportunities for yourself. And this is especially important right now when times look bleak, either financially or any other way. It's really easy for us to close down, for us to pull within ourselves and stop taking those opportunities or even looking for them or even noticing them. They're all around us. And just because things aren't necessarily perfect doesn't mean you can't constantly be improving. And by this I mean learning a new skill, learning to do things that are going to help you long term, investing in yourself for your own personal improvement. And before we get started, I understand that there are some people, you may be one of those people, or worse, you may be married to one of those people who think it's ridiculous to constantly be doing things, to constantly be working on yourself. I was actually married to a person who said to me, he actually said this, I don't understand why you're constantly taking classes and constantly doing things. Can't you just come home and sit down and watch TV like a normal person? He actually said that. But there are people who have that perception that they get to a point in life, they're not working on themselves anymore. They're not taking any classes, they're not improving themselves, they've done their time, they're it. But they do sit around and complain. And I know you all aren't those people either. However, we all have opportunities to learn things. I'm still learning a lot of things, and these are things I enjoy. I enjoy learning. And when I say learning, I mean new skills that you aren't necessarily very good at. Here shortly, I'm going to be building a small little greenhouse. Never done it before. But I'm going to be doing it, and doing it mostly, if not completely, by myself. This is a completely new area for me. I'm learning to do it on YouTube because it's free. Learning is free. Do you all remember, like back in the 80s even? I used to think a lot because I was young then. Gosh, if I just had access to information, it was just easy to get information. And it wasn't then. Now, we have information at our fingertips. Yet look at how many people don't take advantage of that incredible opportunity to learn. Access to information was never the problem. The problem is people don't want to. They don't want to do anything outside their comfort zone. They don't want to take that next step. We all get complacent, and I do too. I absolutely do too. We get complacent. We're used to doing what we've always done. We kind of get in this little rut. In fact, I had a phone call this week. One of my friends called me. Linda, y'all know Linda. She's a fabulous writer. And Linda called me and we were talking about various things. But she kind of called me out. She's like, what happened to the book series where you were going to put up the second book and you were going to redo the covers? And where is it? What happened? She called me out. I was supposed to do that last fall. This is what, July, 7 months later, 8 months later. Didn't do it. And my excuse was, well, I just have so many things to do. No, I'd gotten into a rut. There's also a couple of new opportunities that I had planned to start before now. And she's like, what happened to that idea? What happened? And I'm like, oh, well, I just got lazy. I got used to doing what I'm doing, drinking coffee, just doing my regular routine. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's an opportunity there I wanted to take advantage of. And by the way, I'm going to be announcing one of those opportunities that I am taking advantage of here in the next few weeks because I'm not waiting anymore. That's my own fault. I'm taking responsibility for that, getting off the couch and doing something. Now you may have a few things that you want to do. Maybe it is learn to build something like a greenhouse or do home repairs. Maybe it's learn to garden. Maybe you're planning on downsizing here shortly to either move somewhere cheaper or to retire and you just haven't started doing it. Downsize and declutter is a big one. Go ahead and start. Maybe you want to learn to cook more at home on a budget because things have gotten expensive. These are simple things. and the information's there. You just have to take the opportunity. And what about if you're feeling the economic pinch and you're thinking, well, I'd really like to work a day or two, but I really don't want to go back to, quote, work full time. What then? Well, it's a great time for that. There are lots of online opportunities, but there are also many businesses, even in a small town, a small rural location, that need some help. And in the past, if you wanted one of those jobs, they'd tell you, oh, you've got to do all this and you've got to do all this. Not so today. They're having trouble finding people just to show up. So you can go in and say, hey, I'd love to help you out, but here's what I want to do, and I only want to do it like a couple of days a week maybe. They'll probably jump on it, and if they don't, move to the next one, because someone will. They need the help, and you're in a perfect position to take advantage. Do something that doesn't take a lot of time or energy or necessarily a professional skill, just something fun that you want to do. Take the opportunity. A few years from now, that opportunity may not be there anymore. So take advantage. Now, one of the things that comes up when I start talking about taking opportunity, people will say, well, I just can't find those solutions. Where are you finding these solutions? Let me give you a little checklist of where to find solutions. Number one, research. Research online. When I ask people, how many places have you looked to learn something? How many places have you checked out to take a class, to look on YouTube, to search your government website for programs that may help you, to look for jobs? Odds are they haven't looked at all, or they've only looked one place. You've got to do your research. Research online. It's right at your fingertips. Here again, access is not the problem. Motivation is. So research online and make a list of your options. Make a list. Put all the options there, even some that seem a little out of the box. Go ahead and put those options on a list. Number two, talk to people. There are a lot of people in your situation or a similar situation, your stage of life, whatever, that have found solutions to exactly the problem you have. Start asking people, hey, have you learned to build, or have you learned something? Who did you learn from? Where did you find that information? Have you found a program that kind of helps people who are transitioning from a family home to a small home? Have you found something that helped? What did you find? Those people will have solutions you never thought of. Those people may have something that's not on your list. It is a great thing to go out and talk to people who have tried to do exactly what you're trying to do. They'll give you great feedback, but talk to people. Number three, once you get that list, narrow it down to a few things and do them. Actually do them. Don't just sit and look at your list and think about it. And then 6 months, your list is still there and you're thinking about it. Y'all, I've been there. I have done it. Don't do that. You'll be disappointed in yourself. Narrow down to a few things and do them. They're not all going to be successful. And that brings us to the fourth thing, which is don't give up. This came up actually on the gardening video. Someone who had seen it here locally. I was talking to them. I was out having lunch and we're chit-chatting. They passed by and we're chit-chatting about gardening. And she said, yeah, I tried gardening, but it's just so hard here. And I just failed. And it didn't. She had planted one hill of squash by her garage, didn't water it, didn't take care of it. And oh my gosh, it died and the deer ate the rest. So she gave up, assuming she can't do it, which is ridiculous. You're going to have setbacks. You're not going to do everything perfectly the first time. That's completely unrealistic. You've got to keep trying. If you're out there looking for employment or some sort of income, you can't try one thing and then quit and think, oh, nothing's going to work. That is not true. That is an excuse. You have got to keep trying. Learning requires doing, figuring out what you did wrong, and trying again. That's how we learn. So don't give up. Keep trying. When I first learned to oil paint, y'all, I sucked at it. I didn't know anything about what I was doing. And I've come a long way, but only because I was willing to work through that really sucky part where it was terrible. But I kept going. So I want to encourage you to keep going. When you see those opportunities, try them, try a few, see what looks like it might work, and keep going. Keep going. Now, I also want to address 3 of the main excuses/reasons people give for not jumping on opportunities. And those reasons are, I don't have any money, I don't have any time. I don't have any resources. No. Y'all, those aren't reasons. They are excuses. And let's hit them head on. Direct them head on. You have no money. YouTube is free. You can learn anything you want. Free. A lot of the research you need to do to search out opportunities is free. Applying for jobs is free. A lot of these things are free. Going and enjoying things, enjoying concerts at the park, the first Friday art walk in your town, those are free. You do not have to sit home and feel like your life is over and just complain. Go find solutions. Enjoy your life. Learning to do new things and getting yourself out there is not about always looking to the future, even though it is looking to the future. But it's also about enjoying your life right now. And these excuses convince you, well, that's just not for you. You can't enjoy anything because life's not perfect. Life is never perfect, y'all. When has it ever been perfect? Mine certainly hasn't been. But it can be very enjoyable, no matter where you are or what you have or don't have. That is just an excuse to make yourself feel bad. Stop it. Now let's address no time. I can't tell you how many retired people tell me they have no time. How much time do you spend watching TV? How much time do you spend watching movies? Scrolling through social media? The 3 hours in the morning you spend drinking coffee? But yet you have no time. Okay, excuse. Here again we get in that rut. We get in that habit. You have to be motivated to go and do things. You have to want to. One of the things that I really worked on this past month when I was forced to take a break from YouTube was new ideas. Guess what? I came back way energized, and I'm sure y'all can tell from the videos. I have a lot more energy because I'm so excited for what the future holds for this channel. And that's after 200 vids. So you motivate yourself. You energize yourself. You convince yourself there's more out there. There's more to do. There's this whole life. Take advantage of those opportunities that present themselves. Stop saying no to everything. Stop it. I'm kind of bad about that. Stop saying no to everything. Go to meet and greets with friends. Go to museum openings. Go to concerts. Go to plays. Go do something out of your normal routine. It will make a huge difference in, number one, how much you enjoy life and how many other opportunities get presented to you. It's all up to you. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.